Hey guys, it's Callie and Riley from Lashes and Rouge, and today we wanted to talk to you about some of our favorite Pinterest tips and tricks that we have been trying over the past few months, and we haven't done a updated tips and trick video for a while, so this is us doing that since we're kind of running out of ideas.
Yes.
So Riley's going to start with one of her ideas.
So something that I have not done, but I've wanted to try, I just don't have this thing in my house, is the trick where you do like a line of eyeliner or eyeshadow with tape, like Scotch tape, and you just, literally just tape it across your eye where you want your line to end, I guess you could say. And I have, thought about it. I'm like, that actually makes sense. Like, you can totally do this. And I've watched videos of just makeup tutorials where the person has done that trick on video, and you can see it in action. The only thing though that I would say is, for those of you who do eyeshadow and eyeliner last, after you do your foundation and stuff, you would have to switch it up. You would probably need to do your foundation last.
Also, I've seen this little plastic, you could probably even use a pot scraper if it was clean, and held it up here and did that if you didn't want to mess up foundation or concealer or anything like that.
Yeah. So yeah, that would just be the only concern, is if you did it after you put on your foundation, if you took the tape off, you take off your foundation with it. Do you want to go into yours?
Yeah, we'll switch back and forth. So one of the things that I've tried recently, and I have talked about my dislike of nail polish and then my rediscovered like of nail polish, is taking chapstick and putting it around your cuticle, around the edge of the nail, so that whenever you get any sort of nail polish run over, or you accidentally swipe it across the edge of the nail, which I've done before. I know, nail polish, it's a hit or miss. But putting on the chapstick has made it so whenever you get any sort of extra nail polish outside of the nail, it just comes right off. You can scrape it off, peel it off, depending on what kind of nail polish it is. But I was really surprised it actually worked.
Yeah, and I did it too. And before we even talked about this, I had done it a week or two ago, because I had also seen that trick on Pinterest, and it worked for me too. So if you want to try it, go ahead. Callie has a really great way of putting it on.
I've actually I believe at Target, I found a pack of about, I think 20 throwaway, what do you call it, eyeshadow applicators.
Yeah, the sponges.
Yeah, little tiny ones. They've got black handles with little white sponges on the top, and so that helps putting the chapstick really close around your nail, but doesn't get it on your nail, because if it gets on your nail, then you have to be really careful about getting it off, because the nail polish doesn't stick, and it's just kind of all downhill from there.
Yeah, so the only thing because I didn't know about that, I just applied it straight from the lip balm. I took my little lip balm and just rubbed it around my nail, and then of course it would get on my nail, and so I'd have to take a tissue and wipe it off my nail, so that way it wouldn't, make the nail polish on my nail fall off.
Yeah, and it's easy. You can just take your chapstick and run it around your nail. It won't get it in as tight, or if you try to get it in as tight, right up against the nail, you will get on your nail. So, do whatever makes you comfortable, or it works the best.
So another trick that we have come across that I have done is putting a white eyeliner or eye pencil. I know NYX has one. NYX has two.
You have a chunky one, right?
Yeah, it's the chubby eyeshadow stick or eye pencil stick, and they have one that's a sparkly kind, and one that is. Ender is playing with the blinds.
He's counting them.
Yes. So there is a white shimmery kind for metallic eyeshadow, and then just a plain white one for any color eyeshadow.
So kind of matte and shimmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have done both. And my only drawback from that is my eyeshadow would crease really quickly. So you can try setting it if that works. I really haven't tried setting it with a translucent powder before I put eyeshadow on, because I really wanted my eyeshadow to stick to it. So just kind of do what works for you. You can try it if it doesn't work for you. I've only done it a couple of times and it's worked, but my eyeshadow did crease really badly in my
I wonder if we can do some research and find something that will help stop creasing, because I've had that problem a little bit as well, and that's even when I use a primer, a specific eyeshadow primer on my eyes.
Yeah, and the reason that eyeshadow creases is just because the natural oil's in your skin, and it just gathers the eyeshadow and just pulls it into that crease where your
because you always are blinking and rubbing your eyes by accident or
yeah
all that fun stuff.
The thing that I've just I've read in from like makeup experts is they say like if you do have creased eyeshadow, to just like lightly like smudge it out with your finger and you're fine with that. But yeah, the white eyeshadow stick thing does work for if you want to do like a really bold color,
like a dramatic color.
Yeah, it's just like when you do nail polish. If you want to do like a neon or a bright color nail polish, put white nail polish underneath to give it a really bright color. I've done that before with neon, and I've done a comparison too where I just put the neon color on just like a plain nail, and then I did it on top of white paint. And the on top of white paint was like super bright.
Cool.
Yes.
So one of the other things that I've done recently is being really meticulous about drawing an X with my lipstick or a lip liner pencil right on my Cupid's bow. And as you can see, it's kind of pretty defined right now. I've gotten pretty good out of it, actually. Yeah. But it just kind of helps create a guide for your lipstick so that your lipstick isn't going all over the place, and it's I still have problems with missing the Cupid's bow and having to kind of go like this to clear it back out. But that's just helpful when you want to have a really dramatic lined lipstick, or even if you don't want to use liner, you just take your lipstick and just go like this before you apply it all over. And I'll also do a line right on the bottom so it doesn't run so much underneath, and I also know where I'm hitting it on the bottom lip.
Cool. So another trick that I have tried before that I did not like as much is putting powder on my eyelashes before I apply mascara, and then after I apply the first coat, I put more powder on and do a second coat. And the
isn't the point of that just to like make your eyelashes really big?
Yeah, it's to give them more length and volume, but I found it just made my eyelashes really clumpy. And so my suggestion is if you want voluminous long lashes, just get a mascara that is where the formula is designed to do that.
Like Rocket Volume from Maybelline will do that.
The mascara that we got in our Birchbox is by Stila. It's the huge eyelashes mascara. That stuff is amazing.
It is. That's what I'm actually wearing today, and I didn't put it on. I didn't put mine on very thick, so.
Yeah, and I did 2 coats on me, so it is a little bit thicker.
Yeah, I only like 1 coat of mascara on my eyelashes. Otherwise, I get mascara in my eyes, and not my fun, not my favorite. So another thing that I have been doing a lot recently is taking my concealer and actually drawing a triangle. And that kind of helps just lighten the area under your eye. And I also will actually go up here, so it kind of creates a highlighter sort of shade of sorts going up by my eyes, so it kind of helps draw the eyes up. It's been easier than putting like streaks or dots into your eyes. If you just do a triangle, it just kind of brightens that whole area.
Yeah, and I found that when I've done just like a swoop under my eye, right where like my bags will be, it doesn't really fix it. Yeah, it almost like
it gives you a white raccoon eye instead of a dark raccoon. Sorry.
Ender's.
He's dancing on the poles of the... That's not what I meant to say. He is playing with the poles of the camera stand.
Yeah, I don't think that anything sounds better.
Whatever. He's messing with the camera stand. Let's put it like that.
So lastly, another trick that I've done in the past that did work and I liked it. I just haven't done it for a couple of years. Is making my own lip gloss. And it really, all you need is 2 ingredients. Vaseline or petroleum jelly. It depends on what you have at home on hand.
Or what if you don't have that?
You can use just regular, just like chapstick too.
Okay.
So
I haven't done this trick yet.
So you just take like a small amount. You can fill up like a little container with it.
You can get keep one of the containers from Sephora samples.
Yes.
There you go.
And
Gentle ender.
so you just put the Vaseline, petroleum jelly, or clear lip balm into a little container, and then you can take loose eyeshadow if you have it. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Or you can take just a solid eyeshadow or blush, depending on what color you want, and that would be Kira. If you have a solid blush or eyeshadow that you want to turn into a lip gloss, just crush it up as fine as you can. And what I did is I did have a solid blush that I used, and I crushed it up enough to be able to just, sorry.
Ender was playing with his the vacuum tube thing, and Riley was starting to demonstrate with it. I didn't feel like getting whacked.
Yes, that's okay. So yeah, I just crush it up enough to depot it, and I just put it on the counter and just crush it up kind of like a cocaine dealer with like my credit card. And just like really finally just like, push it together, and I felt like I should be on like one of those like crime TV shows. But yeah,
great.
And then I just would add a little bit of like enough until I got the color that I wanted and applied it. Yeah.
And did it last long or?
It didn't last as long as like a normal lip gloss, but it felt better than a normal lip gloss, because I find that lip gloss can get really sticky, and
yeah, that's why I don't like lip gloss.
Yeah, and with I did use I think I did use Vaseline or petroleum jelly. I think they were basically the same thing.
I know there's a difference, but I can't remember right now.
And my lips felt a lot more hydrated, and it felt better on my lips. It didn't last as long. I had to reapply it more often, but it did feel better.
And it's homemade.
Yeah. But another downside, though, is that if it got really hot, it would literally turn into like a soupy liquid.
Oof.
So yeah, you just kind of have to keep it in a cool, dry place for it to not turn into soup.
Good idea. So one of the last things that we want to talk about is an eyebrow trick that I've been using recently, and I actually have two separate eyebrow palettes, I guess you could call them. One I have from NYX has a clear gel that you apply to your eyebrows first. I don't want to put that. Wave the paper all over the place, right? You put a clear gel on first, and then it has like a medium brown and a dark brown, and that's what I'd been using until I got a Pixie brand eyeshadow palette from Ipsy in my last month's bag, and this one has a really like a blonde color. It would, when your hair was blonde, it would have matched that perfectly, as well as a light like a milk chocolate brown and a really dark brown. And so I kind of been swapping between the two, and then realized that I like the dark brown of the Pixie palette a lot better, except there's no gel, and so you kind of had to put something to stick. She's stuck.
Oh no.
Are you stuck, Kira? Are you stuck? She got stuck under the chair. So putting on just powder on your eyebrows, it's not going to stick, obviously, or if it does, it won't last long.
Oh, mine does. I do
if you just put powder, but do you put like a primer on and over? I guess it depends on your eyebrows. Yeah. Mine, it just slides right off. Maybe my skin is just more oily or something. I'm not sure. So what I've started doing is taking my face primer, and I put it all over my face, but then I'll put it over my eyebrows as well, so that it acts as sort of a gel on my eyebrows to keep the powder from falling off. And then I just use a angled brush and put it on. Do you like that? You like that? She likes the demonstrating. So those are the tips that we've had. Those are the ones that we've been actually pretty consistently trying and using. And I think that's pretty much it. We're going to hopefully get into a more consistent schedule over the next few weeks, but we're also hitting holidays, so no promises. But I think we're good. As always, check out our Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and our blog, and just look up Lashes and Rouge, and you'll find us. And please subscribe, comment, follow, like, whatever your cup of tea is when it comes to social media. And please check out our Pick the Topics page, and hopefully we will update that
soon. Yeah.
It's kind of a work in progress right now, and with holidays and company visiting and everything, things get dropped, and this is just one of the ones that we are having trouble keeping up.
Yeah.
But have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.